You know how busy the office keeps me?
Peg, you work at the phone company. It ain't life and death.
Darling, you have no idea.
With great fanfare and anticipation, and this terrible cold of mine, Marvel's Agent Carter debuts tonight with a 2-hour takeover of ABC's primetime. Now, in many ways, I wish I could tell you that the second S.H.I.E.L.D.-related TV series from the Disney-owned pop culture behemoth learned the lessons of the first. But sadly, that just isn't the case, at least not from what I've seen so far. As with most of the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agent Carter lumbers where it should leap and skids where it should soar.
What's your name, darling?
Agent.
I mean, all the elements are there for success for the initial 7-week run of Agent Carter. Firstly, and overwhelmingly, there's the unflinching Haley Atwell, who played the role in the Captain America blockbusters, the 2013 one-shot short that was packaged with the Iron Man 3 DVD release and is set to be in the Avengers sequel this summer. In that Marvel method of weaving everything together, there's also already been a couple of Agent Carter crossovers with the S.H.I.E.L.D. series too. Then there's the series' seemingly rich premise of Peggy Carter battling sexism in the post-WW2 era, and the baddies as a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. precursor, the Strategic Scientific Reserve. So it all sounds like a winning super soldier formula, right? No. Despite the occasional witty Rosalind Russell-like screwball zingers and the period soundtrack, Marvel's Agent Carter just doesn't seem to swing. Part of the problem is, like S.H.I.E.L.D.'s first season, the show seems to spend so much time trying to find its feet in the larger and ever-expanding Marvel universe. Now, the interconnectedness of everything Marvel has been one of the company's strengths, but it can also be a burden, as every movie and TV series plays out as an endless tease to the next tentpole and is not allowed to stand or flourish alone. Which is a real shame here, because Agent Carter does have such a strong supporting cast of actors, like Shea Whigham, who was recently seen in Boardwalk Empire and True Detective, and James D'Arcy as Carter's somewhat reluctant helper Edward Jarvis, the butler of the tainted Howard Stark, and yes, the namesake of the AI system in the Iron Man flicks.
Call any time before 9.
What happens at 9?
My wife and I go to bed.
As well, there are cameos by Dominic Cooper as Iron Man Tony Stark's dad himself, trying to save his reputation. In the complex Marvel world, all of them could do much more with less if given the chance. Let me tell you what I mean. The second Captain America pick showed us that Peggy Carter lived well into the modern era. So there's great plot possibilities to mine from various ages. It would be interesting, for instance, to see how the rise of women's lib in the 60s and 70s affected the trailblazing character. It would be very interesting indeed, in fact, because as it stands right now, just sticking Agent Carter in the 40s is just leaving this series running to stand still. I'm Dominic Patten for Deadline Hollywood.